Do you remember Griff and Jones? Griff and Jones?
Yeah, this is going to be the less funny version.
Where they kind of lean over the table.
And they do it for like half an hour.
It's a really long joke. Half an hour long joke.
I don't think I've got that much in me.
No, I don't think you have either. So this is like the most informal mat chat that I could come up with. And so I thought I'd bring us to...
We're not courtside. There's no balls bouncing in the background.
We're currently in an empty Costa Coffee at Winner's Triangle. This is the glamour of modern UK basketball.
Beautiful.
You've got to kind of make
rainbow outside, but there isn't. But
absolutely smashing it down with rain. It's not now.
No.
I actually went out for a run this week and completely timed it wrong. We went round Dinton Pastures and then had to run back to my car, which was at the gym in Winner's Triangle. And with about 5 kilometres to go, literally heavens opened. Heaviest rain I've seen in a long time, and hailstones, roads were flooded, rush hour traffic looking at me like I was some sort of crazy person.
Which you were.
Yeah, I mean, I got a text message from a friend a couple of days later, someone he knew, and said, I think I saw your mate in the middle of rush hour traffic. I was with my
wading through water.
It was my dad who said, who is that crazy person? Yeah, it was me. Anyway,
so we're not going to do the weather report?
No, we're done now.
Right.
Weather's done.
Yeah.
How have you been? You all right?
Yeah, good Good break over summer.
Just excited to get going now?
Yeah, it goes from exhaustion from the end of one season, relaxation in the summer, anxiety of what needs to happen, and crikey, have we got enough time to do it, to warmth, excitement, and like butterflies to like, we're doing it again, aren't we? And it's good.
The time seems to pass really quickly. Like, I had so many plans to get loads of stuff done in the summer, and all of a sudden it's back around again, and we've suddenly got to get going with it.
Yeah, and it's like one long day, isn't it? Like, rather than having it doesn't feel like it's been 3 months of the kids finishing exams or whatever it might be, and your kind of normal day-to-day punctuation of your week to actually signing players, making sure the coaches are in place, all the stuff for the community is ready to go. The men's team is there, women's team, wheelchair team. Like, there's just so many things that need to happen all the time. But we're really glad we took like a 10-day break.
There you go.
Yeah, got away to Greece, got a bit of sun, got a bit of vitamin D, and took some time off. So everyone says, you need time off, don't you? Everyone needs time off. And I agreed with it this time. Before, I've just worked.
So obviously the key stuff that obviously happens over the summer is we lose a few players and we gain a few players.
Yeah, and I think not in any order of preference, Reece Pinnock moving on, going to a new environment for him after I think 5 years with us. Incredible person, great player, amazing athlete, good teammate, good friend of a lot of the guys, and just pleased for him. He's found something, a full-time job. Like, life is changing for him. He's going to go closer, I think, to mum and family and have a new project for him. So yeah, we can't thank him enough for the things he's done. And I wanted to meet up with him, but we just missed each other's schedules. So we're going to try and meet up for a coffee, weirdly in a coffee shop.
There you go.
Justin, who impacted the league and the club over the last 2 years with his time at Newcastle, and then I thought, God, did have a great season last year with us. Fans really enjoyed him, so we're going to see him in a short period of time down at Worthing. So him moving on, and then Mitch, who had 2 years with us, felt like 10, like it felt like he'd been with us a long time. Yeah,
Mitch was really felt like a real rock for the team, didn't he?
Yeah, and I think that's probably the best word for it, and a real privilege to have him around. And I spoke to some of the other guys about that, like role modelling, and it's not easy to find role models that are that close to you all the time. A lot of them are social media and they're away from you, but for some of the players, I think they could see how someone, if you think slightly differently about your role in the team, I think it can do a lot of good things. So yeah, we wish him best as he goes up to Newcastle in this SLB role.
Big step up, yeah.
I don't often support northern teams, but maybe I'll let that one slide. So those guys moving on, and it's been good.
Obviously, then we now turn to who we've brought in turn. Now that's your job, isn't it, to go out and scout and find all the right people? I'm not really sure how you do it, to be honest, but you just seem to pluck these people out? Do they come to you? Do you go and find them? How does it work?
Yeah, it's a combination of all those things, really. You see players throughout the league that you like, so that have played well in your league. So Justin was seen by Worthing. They said we'd like to offer him a contract. He says yes. So you can have one as simple as that one. And then we tend to like our Americans to come from people we know. And Jack's was through the USA Select guys. So I was fortunate enough to go out there to Charlotte and watch him and meet him, chat to him, find out about his family, what his goals are, finishing college. And this is his first pro contract, and we're a really good place for him because Samit's a really, really good coach for those guys. He's good for all of them, but particularly those guys setting the tone of how you need to be a professional. And then Malik was a contact through Noah, through Nobro, who we've been working for many, many years, and recommended him highly as a character. And he'd been in Bosnia for a year, so he'd gone from Florida to Bosnia.
Bosnia's not the first place I think of when it comes to basketball.
No, but just a starting country for him, and he went out a year out there, and it's a very different life to the life he was brought up in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah. And then to Reading.
And then to Reading. So why not?
Yeah.
I mean, it's got an eclectic travel plan.
It's the basketball triangle.
Yeah. So he was connected to us. He was looking for other jobs, and this one just fitted for what he needs. And again, Samit and the environment we have is very good for that. He'll make him look good with the skills that you see that are there as well. And Cooper is the third one. So,
Cooper Creek.
And part of that is the connection through Mitch.
I think that's a lovely thing, actually, that him and Mitch obviously finished their season off in Australia really well together. It's almost like the handing of the torch from Mitch to Cooper.
Yeah.
It's a real nice touch.
And I think being a good player is really important, but being a good person, a character, that's the necessity to stay somewhere. And when your players know the sorts of things that you value as a club or as fans or as a family, as an environment, a city, a town, I think it's easier to then select the right people because the currency isn't always money. And I think that's something that in grassroots sport and in sort of semi-pro, the currency is the environment that you create, the currency is the people around you, it's the media, it's the fans, it's the kids, it's the community that you've got, as well as you need to have enough money and somewhere to live and all those sorts of things. But the currency is often a blended currency for sports people. So understanding that, and Cooper certainly does with I've spoken to his mum and his dad and family and everything else. And when I spoke to him, it was the easiest recruitment because he'd done his research on us. He knew it's a good place to land. He'd watched us play loads of times on YouTube. Thanks to Ralston and the team and the commentary and all that stuff, that means it can come alive to him. He just felt he would fit in, and he flew in on Saturday morning. He played Sunday. It was like he'd been here for 2 years.
That is unbelievable. You can just jet someone in like that, throw him onto the court, and game on. Yeah,
with two 16-year-old and a 17-year-old, and so that's the other piece of that puzzle. Is we'll have 9 senior players, and then we will have 5 juniors will be selected to train to make up that 14, of which then 2 or 3 will be selected to play. And if they're good enough, they'll play. And if you know anything about Samit, if you're good enough, you're going to play.
That's great.
He's not bothered what your name is.
That's really good.
He's bothered about you. So that's the way the group works.
What can we expect from our new signings then? What positions do they play?
So, it's a great question. Positions and skills can sometimes be a little bit misleading. So for Jax, it's like what you call a true point guard. He'll run the team. He'll do some things that you see Lewis doing, some of the things that Mitch has done before. Handles the ball a lot, makes decisions with the coach. What are we going to run? Why are we running it? And shoots the ball well and attacks and all those things and defends well. Good, positive contributor. That's what we'll expect from him. Malik is one hell of an athlete, as me and you saw on that clip.
It's crazy, yeah. I mean, just watching him in that USA Select game, it's like lighting the touch paper, like lighting a firework. He just went off.
Yeah.
Such a quiet chap as well.
And I think what you'll see from him is his game develop and the choices he'll make over the period of time. But he's more like a 2-guard that can shoot a bit, can drive and attack, and we call it going downhill. There's no hills in basketball, just for the record, Chris.
I do like that expression.
It's generally a flat floor.
Yeah.
Unfair if it's otherwise. So he goes downhill a lot one-on-one. He can post up. He can do a lot of things. So he's a super talented and a really good person and a great defender as well. So he'll probably get a load of rebounds as well, like we saw. So you can expect that. Then Cooper's like, kind of like the modern big guy that he shoots the three really, really well. So you have to defend him out there. But he can also post up a bit, and he's Australian, right? So he loves to scrap. That's just the way they roll.
Good, yeah. Not afraid to get stuck in.
Absolutely. So
he's obviously used to see Mitch flying in for those. He wouldn't let anything go.
Yeah. So you've got that kind of characteristics, and then obviously you've got the Matt Allman's back, and Lewis is back, and
Victor,
Ty and Victor and Zane. So I think it's a really balanced group. The league is incredible with the level of players coming into it. So we've got to have guys that are just willing to just do whatever it takes in games, and I think we've got that.
So that obviously brings us on to the league itself. Then,
yeah,
your opinion from speaking to you on a few occasions is that we've obviously brought in some fresh people, but other teams have gone pretty heavy on recruitment.
Yeah, I mean, so the league now, the BCB, British Championship of Basketball, is a new entity. So it's exciting. There's new social media, new YouTube, all that stuff to come. And it's just moved to the side of Basketball England. So it's still underneath that, but it has its own freedoms now what to do. So it's a really exciting time, and a lot of clubs have been waiting for this moment. And as you can tell, a lot of them have now got new sponsors, new partners, bigger crowds, bigger media, and it's following with some very, very big name signings. So we're allowed 3 import players in our league. It was 2 last year, we've allowed 3 now. So most teams have 3 Americans or 2 Americans, Australian, and then you have 9 British players as well on your roster of 12. So it keeps it very heavily British, and British passport guys. But it's got a number of guys come down from the league above who have just sort of finishing their careers or wanting to maybe not play fully professional, and they've got other jobs now. And there's a real mix of people coming in, but the calibre, I'm looking across the league, and Jack Johnson, who does all that stuff for us, is we keep an eye on everyone they're bringing in, and the rosters are very, very good across the board. So could be some exciting games. There's going to be some certainly very high calibre of league and players.
So obviously last season was probably exceeded our expectations at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
This season, obviously, coming off the back of 3 trophies last year, it's going to be tougher. Is that what you're saying?
I think every year is tough for different reasons. I'm not dodging the question, but I think I have an awful lot of belief in the way that our coaches work, and maybe too much, right? But I do believe that the way they add much, much more than just putting talent on the floor together. So the guys will get the absolute best environment for them to perform at the best. They knock shots down and do the things they should do. You've got a chance of winning against any team in the league. As we saw, even against Surrey, with 6 guys, we were 10 down with 5 minutes to go. That's not a game. And I was saying, hey, there's a little comeback here. So without 3 guys that have started for us last year. So the quality of our roster and the quality of our people, it only depends on the quality of performance on every possession. And the teams that can manage to think that way is every possession is important, and you have to be really focused on it and really self-aware. And that's Samit's real strength. Samit, Ben, and the coaching team will do a great job of that. So we should be in a place where I think by the end of the year we can beat anybody in that league. I'm comfortable saying that. How we get there, I have no idea.
It's good stuff. Well, I mean, obviously we should say it's one thing to keep your players, but it's also good to have Samit and the team back, right?
Yeah, and I was saying to a couple of friends who are coaches, and one's in Australia and one's here. We were talking in a little group chat today, and I said, I don't think enough is really done about it. Samit doesn't want to talk about himself, and the coaches don't want to talk about themselves. Yeah. But I think as a league, we should do more, especially for the fans, to see what the coaches are doing and what the coaches are seeing. Because it's much more intricate than maybe in football or rugby, where the coaches are really, really important in this game because they have the ability to change things very, very quickly. Not just the players, the tactics, the way that you shoot, what type of shots you're shooting, where should you attack the other team. And I think I'm going to use the word educate, but it's a chintzy word. I don't mean educate. As we show more opportunities for the fans to see what the coaches are seeing, I think they'll enjoy even more that journey of why is Simon doing this, and why does Jax do that? Why does Victor do this?
It's a bit like American football. They run plays, and they're all kind of, from the brains of the coaches, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Whereas, in a more conventional sport like football, you don't run as many kind of well-drilled plays in that respect, do you?
Yeah. I'll tell you how I like it. I say to a lot of the younger kids coming through, I ask them if they can play chess. And say it's like speed chess running. Basketball is running chess because it's so much strategy, tactics, but you've got to do it at full speed every single time. And then when you rest, you don't rest for long.
We could do that at half time, maybe speed chess basketball.
I'm sure you and Bailey could come up with something there.
Maybe that's one to think
Good
about.
question, though.
Yeah, well, what else is there really to talk about in regards to what we've been doing and what we can expect this season? Anything that's on your mind that you want to let the fans in on?
I think we started the little season ticket, a little bit of extras for the season ticket holders. We've got more season ticket holders than we've ever had before.
That's great.
So that's going up, which is great. Great for the club, great for the sort of stickability of the fans. They know that they're going to get a good quality product, good team, good coach, good environment, good staff.
So the aim this season is to give more to season ticket holders?
Yeah, I think it's just to let them in a little bit early on things, and we're trialling a little idea where after the game there'll be a sort of a roundup by myself or someone that's close to the team that goes straight out to season ticket holders, so they have a little chance to interact on some certain things there. I'm going to try and do a bit of that, try and give them early information on what's going on around them, whether that be tickets or whether that be certain merchandise or anything that we've got, exciting sort of plans that we're bubbling around, and hopefully some really sort of bigger news on sponsors and partners coming soon as well. So some good stuff happening.
I think from my perspective, obviously I help with the social media side of things. I'd love to just bring the fans more behind the scenes, give them more access to the challenges and the personalities behind it all, not just the players but the people involved. We always use the word family a lot, right? Rockets family and everything. So the more I can make everyone feel like they're part of our community, the better it is for everyone, right?
I think that's what an aim to have, to make people feel like you're more part of a family. I don't think you can get a better aim, can you? You just can't, because family to most people, I know it's not the same for everyone, but family, it genuinely feels like warmth. And I think sport and things like this should feel like it's warm. You should feel a warmth about there. Yeah. Team win, team lose, play well, don't play well, but there should still be a connection to that. It shouldn't be your team doesn't play well, let's sack everyone off and I'm off. Yeah. It should be, well, when someone needs a bit of support, you give them more. And I think that is, if that's the epitome of family and the sole aim of our club, and via the media tells that story, that we bring you closer to feel that way, I can't think of a better way to start the year.
Well, there you go. I guess that's about it, really.
We should finish on that.
I think we should finish on that. It's pretty strong. Do you think we'll try and keep these little kind of catch-up chats going? I
think we should, and maybe we should try different coffee shops just so we don't advertise too much.
Well, unless Costa Coffee want to chip in a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah, it was £2.90 for a cortado, whatever it was.
It's a bit more than that, mate.
Okay, well, you paid, so it doesn't matter.
So I'm excited for the season to get started. What have we got coming up? We have a couple more games before we're fully into the season. We have the BCB Trophy.
Yep.
Used to be the Kit King Trophy.
Yeah, no sponsorship there at the moment. It's just BCB Trophy.
Fine.
Yeah.
We only have the one cup competition this year. Is that correct?
So we have the BCB Trophy. Is that so? You've got the league, BCB Trophy, and playoffs.
Okay.
So you've got 3 things up for grabs. So we go this week, full week of pre-season training, everybody in. So Victor, Ty, everyone else is back. Whole team's in Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Then we have a weekend off, or meetings, player meetings, reviews, video. Then it's full week of training. Friday night away at Bristol Flyers. Brilliant. Another SLB game for us to get our teeth into. Then Saturday rest day, Sunday Worthing at home on the 14th.
Good stuff.
Bing, bang, bong.
Bing, bang, bong. That's all you need to say about that.
Absolutely.
Well, I think that'll do for now. We've got plenty to be getting on with. Players have got training to do. We've got other jobs to get done before we all get started on everything. But hopefully you'll all be joining us at some of these games. Yeah,
can't wait to see it. And the target is, I'll give you this one, the target I think is for us to try and have 700 people want to come to every game. We've only got seats for 500.
Come on.
So that's what I think. We want to make it so good that many people want to come. Then we're going to need to build a bigger boat.
Build a bigger boat. There you go. Bring on the bigger boat. But anyway, for now, this has been Matt Chat.
Again, yeah. Thank you.
It's kind of, lift-off podcast material, right?
It's a mini lift-off, isn't it?
It's like coffee shop lift-off.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I've been Chris D. Fellows as always. He's been Matt Johnson as always.
As always, yeah.
Always
been that.
Always been that. And have you got the punchline to finish this really long joke that we've been doing?
And the chicken said, "No way."
Brilliant. Okay, see you later.
See you later.